6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Edmonds. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
The wall didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Come to my work. Kill, kill, kill.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 46 to Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared. Watch twist. Watch twist. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. No, no, no. Off, off, off. Rush in, rush in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
I know he ain't got it. Street, he's moving, boys, he's moving.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's out to the flat for Ingram. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here I come.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Mike 51. Mike 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tight end Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Balaj looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now? Start the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's always going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say,
he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Bison, 60 Bison. I got you, boy. Check. 20. Down to lose one. Mark,
it'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This is Hines. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got it out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? Then work with it from there.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go. Bronco 80. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. All right, let's get there. 51.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do. 70 range, 54. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I don't think you got it, son. Right there.
2nd and 4. Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Juwan Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is now 13. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. 60 Bobcat, 36.
They'll drop to throw. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Open man is born. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw here. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. And how would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for, because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue down. Blue down. Right there. 54. Right there.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need... Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Let's go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
51 to Mike. Watch the ring, man. Switch.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you? Yeah,
neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
You can't get none of this.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on 1st down. dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever